Welcome back everyone to TCG Card Shop Simulator, and tonight I'm just dropping an extra episode this week because I've got an issue with my Planet Crafter season I'm still dealing with. Instead of leaving the Saturday night free, I thought I want to play a bit of TCG. So in this episode, we have got 3 more mats to unlock. So we finished doing all the plushies in the last one. We're now stocking all the plushies. So I think I want to get 1, 2, 3 of the mats in on this episode. Hopefully we've got enough money to do that. We won't hit 85 for the next back upgrade, but we did upgrade this little section here. I did forget to show it in the last episode. Had a little bit of a switch around in here and changed things up a little bit. So the plushies before used to have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 on separate shelves. I've now combined them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on every type. And then I've got 2 shelves of the big ones, and then I've got the rest of the plushies on here as well. So a bit of a tidy up. Cleared the space here for the other 3 gaming mats. So I'll have 1 space here and 1 space here we're not using. I've also moved the bulk cards and the spray from that corner over here because I wasn't using this for anything. So I've just combined the shelves down. And doing all that, I've managed to clear a shelf and a half. And also, this is a little bit of an overflow on here, so this will be cleared as well. So I've got 2.5 shelves to put things on. So as soon as I've got the gaming mats done, I do want to go and start stocking some of these in the shop. Because our rating at the moment isn't getting above the 4.8, and that could be because I'm not stocking some of those products. So we'll deal on that, but we want to be concentrating on the card mats. And also, we need a good day on these machines. Because at the moment, we've not been doing very good on the pulls. And I do want to increase the pulls. Because 1, it gets us more experience. And 2, it gets us more money to put onto the card shelf. Which means I've got more money to spend on upgrades. 2,500 in here. Just scanning through, make sure if any pages are around 1,000, I'll stop and have a look like usual. Nothing too good in those at the moment. 3,000 in here. Nothing too special. 15,000. Please, ghost card. Oh no, we've got an EX full right the way across the top. 3,000, 1,600. Because we've got 13,000 on this page. We've got a 372 there. Is that all the value? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that must be all the value in there. I was hoping it would be another ghost foil. It's been a while. We've got 2 at 10 graded outside, and the other one, it will be coming back on this episode. We're trying to take it from a 6 all the way up to a 10. It was initially 5, I think it was at one point. Yeah, nothing too special in here. Just having a quick scan through. 2,500. We've got a 1,000 page here, so let's have a look. 752, an EX foil. So it looks like the day of EX foils today. 3,300, let's have a quick glimpse. 1,800 on this page, so we've got a 1,200 Bramboli EX foil again. And nothing else in there. We're on the last machine. Yeah, nothing too special in there either. I do want to increase the amount of machines I've got because I've got all this space. I could definitely get another 4 or 5 in there quite easily. What have you got nice? Nope, got 27. And what have you got nice? Nope. I've gone and stocked up the box at the start of the day, so that was back up to 10,000. And in between episodes, I did put a load more cards in. We still got 184 in here. We do have some grading coming back on this episode as well, so let's have a look at that. So the next one will be on the next day, and that is the one where we're trying to get my ghost foil up to a 7. We're trying to get the mint star up to a 10, and we're trying to get the royal armor up to a 10 as well. And then we just got to cross our fingers on the rest of it. So we'll have a look at that. We will also have on this episode this batch coming through. A couple of nice ones there. 3,600, 25, 25, or 2,500, shall I say. Couple of 2,000s in here, and then we'll also have this one come back. Not great value, but they should still be nice to sell onto a table. We're not quite at the point to be able to sell just duplicates only on the graded cards, but I would like to get to that point at some stage. No, 1 and 1, so nothing too great in there. The tables are doing okay. I do want to pay attention to the queues, because I have noticed our clerk here is super fast now. He's probably faster than I can do on the till, and at the moment he's only 4 stars. And as you see, there's no queue, so I don't know if I actually need both people on the tills. Oh, he's, I was going to say, why is he not serving him? But no, customer trading, okay. We're actually getting some good prices. Let's try and offer 1,300, see if we can get a bit lower. 1,300 for an 1,800, I'm happy with that. What have you got over here? Trading a 1,900 for 1,300. No, I'll decline it. It might be worth more on the graded, but I'll just go and buy the prices on something that low. So yeah, we'll just have a quick look. As you see, you're barely seeing the product get onto the shelf. He's that fast. And because we haven't got the queues, I'm thinking about moving Lauren onto something else. Maybe just stocking up the shop and nothing else. Okay, this isn't a great price, but I will try and get it. Let's offer 1,100. He hasn't really moved his price much. Try an extra 25 on there. Okay, he's accepted it. Not that good of a deal, but it was a card we didn't have, so I am going to try and get him. We have sold a couple of the big cards off here. We're on 24,000, so that's nice. And I do want to do something with the plushies. I do know that the bigger units will hold double the amount on there. But I've got a thing I want to try out with a corner unit, but I can't do it when everybody's in the shop. So it might be something I do maybe at the end of this day, maybe the end of the next day on this episode. The first thing I want to be doing is paying bills off. Keep on top of them bills. Still got 20,000. I would love to go and get another card machine, but I do want to get the products in the shop first. So we've got 3 left. I think it was about 42,000 to spend. Yeah, 15 there, 15 there, that's 30, 42. Yeah, another 15,000 in unlocks, and then we've done the whole of this store, and then we'll look at the second store. Then after that, it will be mainly card machines we'll be concentrating on, and upgrades to the back room. So how many do I want to be ordering? Just for now, I'll order 2. And we've already got the slots in the front and the back for them. So let's get this sorted. You would be the next one up on the top here. And then once we've got everything in the shop, it's just a case of then spending money on decorations, making things look nice. Just until the next update hits. We're only doing 10% in the shop, so £30 profit off a £22 item. I think he was coming to do the prices anyway. Did top up the bulk boxes in between episodes, so we should have more than enough to last on this episode. And we do still have a load of space on this shelf I'm not currently using, which I'll figure something to put on there, because there is some card sleeves and stuff we haven't got in the shop at the moment. Okay, we'll try and get this. It's not a bad card, but he's not asking a great price. Let's offer 800. Okay, he's accepted it. We can do something with that, make a little bit of money off it. No, I'll leave this one. I've already got one. I'm just looking forward, hoping for that Ghost Fall to come back as a grade 7. That's the one that I'll be very happy about in this episode, if it happens. Because it's going to take me many episodes for me to keep sending it back out and regrading it. But it's like our little side project. Okay, not a bad... Okay, not a great price you're offering. Offer 850 then. If you're going to ask too silly, I'm going to ask too silly. Oh no, he's accepted it. Just looking around to make sure nothing's missing any stock on the shelves, and it doesn't seem to be. Everything's looking pretty good. The one thing I do have to pay attention to, as you see, this machine hasn't been started. Because we have got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 machines, and each one takes 2 boxes, I've told the workers only to put in these cards at the moment. So that does mean every time I do a card opening or open up the machines, I then need to put the order in with the products. I did forget I'd set that up in between episodes. So a couple of the machines are going to be well behind the others, unfortunately. So let's get some cards ordered. We do have a little bit of money. We could order a couple of extra boxes. Anything that's not full, so that won't be full. That's going to be full. I'm just looking at what's outside. And we've got 2 boxes of all them, that's fine. I'm not going to take these slots even though I'm not doing the double amounts. The reason being is because eventually I will go back to the basic sets. I just want to get the destinies in the machines because I'm worth a bit more. So them guys should bring that stuff in if they're doing nothing. And I've got to say, the game is looking pretty good and it's playing pretty good as well. You're not having my grade 1s under any condition. But we was going for Katengu. Don't think I'm close enough to be able to do that. But if there's only like 1 left in the collection to get that achievement, then I will do a trade like that. But not at the moment. I'm not close enough. I think the closest I've got is about 4 cards out of the 10. I did look for the album in between episodes. So if we have a quick look into the album, and then we look under graded cards, and then I think I have to go by type. And then you can see all the cards together. And if we have a look through, I think it was one of the ghost ones. It might have been the one we sent off on the last episode. So down here, so like we've got 2 of the Mamo trees. We've got 1, 2 of the Magnolias. We've got 3 of the Idroids out of the 10. We've got 3 Gigajaw because there's 1 on the other page. Fishstrong is the one I think we're the closest to. We've got a 10, 9, 8 and a 5. Magnolia, we've got a 10 there, a 9, an 8 and a 7. That'll be one I'm looking out for. So I'm not close enough to do any of those sets yet. And we are coming up towards the end of the day, so that day's gone pretty quick. We're nowhere near enough to be able to get the next mat, unfortunately. Okay, somebody did come out and fill the shelf. Do need to just have a pay attention to some of these. So there's plenty in the back, even though the shelf's not full. Let's have a look. Okay, tables are looking pretty good today. They haven't really been filling up since the last update when they cut down on the experience. So I think they might have changed something because before that, all the tables was getting filled up every day. We'll keep an eye on that over the next couple of days in the shop. Just having a look, make sure nothing's missing. Now, there's stuff in the back. People just need to come out and fill them up. But yeah, nothing to order. And we are up to the end of the day. Clark has gone. That is the only thing, if I do take Clark off. I think I am going to do this because I did say I wanted graded cards. Even though it took me to 0 on the 1 collection. And yeah, we'll do that. It's a little up in price and I've got 15 and 8. So now I'll have 14 and 9. So yeah, the problem with taking Clark off the till is he leaves. Lauren doesn't. But unfortunately, Clark is just so good at the till. He's not really good at any other job. No real reason to do that one. We'll just let these last couple of customers leave because, okay, there is still quite a few. It is after 9 o'clock, so you're not going to get a dime to kick you off. I won't kick the other two games off because I need as much money as I can get. And I'm just going to pass a little time until it's time to do the report at the end of the day. Okay, I'm bringing you back. There's still one game going, but the machines in the back are ready to go. And there was a customer trader I wanted to interact with before I went. So yeah, there's some machines over here ready to go. So let's start on these. 2,500. We've got 1,000 on this page. 944, not bad. But that's going to be most of the value on this. Let's just scan through, make sure. Yep, nothing else above 400. 4,200, we'll have maybe one or two good cards in here. 891 there. And we've got a full art pack at the back. And also a 991. Very nice. Okay, that one's still got 4 hours on. 6,000 in this one. Okay, 3,500 on this page. Okay, we've got a 3,000 Esmeralda. Could be up to 21,000 when we send it off for graded. $4,600. Definitely a lot better these machines are this week than they have been lately. 1,500 on this page. Yep, one there I can send for grading. Another one ready. 3,000. Okay, nothing too special in there. Let's have a look. Any more ready? Yep, one more over here. 6,200. That's definitely more the value I want to be seeing. A couple of £200 at the bottom. And another 200 up there. Very nice. 3,200 on this page. So what have we got? Couple of 200s and 100s at the bottom. 300 up there. There you are. 1,500. EX fall again. Definitely the day. Okay, another 200. Definitely the day for EX falls today. And there was one machine here which got a couple hours on it. And one machine over there with a couple hours. Shop's gone because she's gone. So let's immediately get moving on to the next day. So that is the worst day we've had in a long time. We had been doing about 190 to 198, I think we went up to on one day. Going down to 182. I've not really changed anything in the shop. That's not something I want to be seeing. I want that close to 200. We had 58 cards brought. That's a bit down on where it's been. It's been sort of 60 to 70. Played games is about consistent, about 100 a day, and consistently doing about 20 hours. I've got 7 tables. Nearly 60,000 experience. That's because I've opened up the machines pretty much twice in a day. We made £18,000, so we only sold one of the big cards. And we made 11,000 in the shop, so that was a pretty bad day overall. Everything. Got nearly 5,200 off the card table, so we can't grumble at that. Now, we made 35,000, but I did spend a lot in between episodes on products, hence why I spent 28,000. But we did manage to get an upgrade. If we hadn't done the upgrade, we would have still turned a profit. Definitely want some of them numbers to be a bit better than they are looking at the moment. So all the guys should come in and start moving the rest of the boxes in. We've got some graded we could have a look at. Please, Ghost Foil, go up to a 7. Yes! It went to a 7. Also, it looks like the Royal Armour stayed at 9. And the Mint Star did go up to a 10. Very nice. So out of the 3 regrades, that's actually quite a good. 2 of them went up. 1 of them stayed the same. I can't hope for any better than that. And out of the other cards I sent off for grading, we got 3 10s and 2 9s. So that was a fantastic day. We will have to go and send that Ghost Foil back out now. And I'm going to do it immediately so I don't forget about it. So it's up there. Gone up to 13,000 now. But I think that can go up to close to 60 to 70,000. And then we just need to find some other cards to go. So we're going to send all those out. So we send out the Ghost Foil. We're hoping it to come back as an 8 next time. that won't be until the next episode. So every episode it will be coming back once, and then we just got to keep sending it back out straight away. Got some big cards, some 3,000, some in the 2s, and then we start going down to close to the 1,500s. Those are all like the Destiny set. Yeah, let's submit that. We had enough money to do it. I think we can open up the shop. And that box out there will come in as soon as we can clear some space. So let's open up. If we want to unlock products, I need the money. And there should be a couple of machines ready to go. 3,000 in this one. Nothing too special. And then there was one on the back over here which should be ready. 5,000. Much better. 2,500 on this page. And we got a 1,900 Voltrix in another EX foil. And that was the only 2 machines we didn't do. I'm just having a look, make sure all the machines are started this time. But yeah, you just look at the speed of them. A lot faster. And what are you up to now? Up to 4 stars. I'm not rich enough to be able to pay bonuses. I did it once when we got up to 100,000. Just want to have a look at some of these people here. You're going to the shelving. So how are you doing? You're 3s. You're still 3s. They'll get up there eventually. The more time we play. But we should have more than enough cards. And then I'll have to order another batch once I've filled up the machines and filled up the shelves out the front. Just want to make sure this last machine gets started. We're about 30 short and there's still 2 boxes up there. So yeah, we'll be good. How is the tables doing on this day? Much better. Okay, the last one here has just started up and then we've just had one clear over there. So I think I've got the perfect amount of tables for me at the moment. The green boxes are a bit low on the bulk. Surely we're not run out of those. No, there's still more. Somebody must be just topping it up. You finish that machine now? Pretty much. I want all the Destiny on the shelf before I order. Nope, got 200. I don't need that. And 200. I don't need that. Table's looking pretty good, but we did say we had a couple of cards that we could list out on the graded. Definitely need some good money to come in, and that 10 there and that 10 there. I do like the look of these. We'll send you out. We'll sell the Lucadence as well. There's another 10,000 plus card. And I think I'll sell the Maffini. Just don't want to stop that guy from buying. So we'll take up these others and replace them with the big cards. And unfortunately, the way I've got things set up, I have to price these myself. If I want to do dual pricing. I did show it off in the last episode. So we're selling them at 20. So yeah, 27%. Let's check your price. 18,000. 13. And even 9,000 on that one. So good amount of value up the front here. We are sitting at 27, so we are ready to get the next mat in. And then soon all the money we've got is going to be ours to do what we want. Just 2. That'll be fine. Good amount of money coming in, so I'm happy with that. People standing outside. Do think I need to order that one. Probably needed to order 3 boxes of these then. There was a customer trading over here. I've got 10. I don't need any more. And I think she might have just vanished. So yeah, when she vanishes, there's a queue still. So we'll probably need to wait until Clark is up to 5-star for him to be able to control everybody that's coming off the 2 tills. Don't stand in my way, Zachary. And just while I'm here, want to order both this and this. So I need to start ordering them in threes if I'm doing it. We will move these onto bigger shelves at some point. Just want to see what the profit margin is on this one back. And as you see, them stocking up the shelves really super fast now. So £37 profit. And then the last mat I'm just going to put into this corner. Somebody should come and top that up in a minute. Let me just have a quick eyeball around the store to see if anything's running down. Okay, I'm going to need to order you. You've only got 82, but there is some in the back. Just trying to keep my stock levels low just so I can get more money to spend on stuff. They come and filled up all the boxes, so that's pretty good. Let's just have a look how much we've got. We've got 13 in the back. Only got one of those, but that's fine because we've got an old shelf over there that would need to be cleared before we buy any more of those. I'll order one of you as well. Less than 10 is where I normally start putting the orders in. And then I want to have a look at how many of these Destinies we've got in the back. Fill the shelf up ready for the next time I do a box opening. A little bit extra of them is fine. Yeah, everything else will be full. It's 8,000, so that's a big amount of money, but I might just have enough. Want to do the bills first. Next unlock is 15,000, so we just need to get up to that amount now. 260, I don't need any more. Let's check how the bulk box is doing at the back here. I really would love to have prices showing on here just so I could see the value still in here. But we've got 97 cards. That will last this day out, and then I'll put a batch in after I do the next card opening at the back. Definitely want to do something, but again, I might just remove this shelf. Get all these down to one, so that'll be 1, 2, 3 shelves of those and 3 shelves of those. That will be 6. The new shelves would be 8, so I'll have 2 spaces to put something else on. Actually, a decent price on that one, but I'm still going to try and go a bit lower. Okay, he's accepted 900. I'm happy with that. 336, I don't need any more. Now is this bulk box doing? So far in this episode, 1,500 cards basically has been taken out of here. Has our rating changed at all? No, it's actually going down. Since I put the bulk box in, it's dropping. But I'm not getting any notification that anything's bad in the shop. And I'm not seeing any sort of bubbles above people's head saying prices are too high or something's missing. Okay, we will buy these because I do want to try and get a 1 to 10 in a ghost. Offer 250, see if you'll accept it. I don't think you will. Go up a bit. Okay, 260 for 360 card. I'm happy. And again, another one I haven't got, so I would try and get this. Really not asking great price. But 900 I've got it for, so I'm happy. Get these lights on. It's starting to get a bit dim. You have until 6 PM to turn the lights on, according to the patch notes from the developer, before you start taking negatives. Okay, we do have some issues with the plushies. I want to see, has the extra shelf been sold off yet? Got a box up there still. No, we still got 4 in there. So anything that's removed from here, I can get rid of the tabs. Yeah, 4 across the big ones and the stars. Pink star. Let's just combine the boxes. Oh no, that's a full box of 2. And the other one's the star, but the darker colour, this one here. Oh no, this is a full box of 2. So you can go into there. We'll clear that out in this episode. So that means anything that's missing off here, I should be able to order then. 2,000, yeah, we've got 20,000 sitting there. So that means we do have enough time in the day to get that final unlock in this first menu. Okay, last of the mats. And we know we need to order 3 to fill up the shelves. So we'll order 3. Some of the machines are ready. Okay, that's not the one we just brought. So we're looking for a grey one with a black figure on the front. There you are. And you will go into that space. And then we just put you up here for the moment. Better than having an empty slot over here I'm never going to fill. And let's look at the price on it. £46 profit. As you would expect, the best of the mats having the best of the profit margin. You're probably the overflow of the boxes. That's absolutely fine. But what I will do is take one of the partials off and put the big one on the shelf. Still got a good amount of those. And these are the ones where I want to deal with now. So let's get the machines done first. 5,300. We've got 2,000 on the page I've just passed. We've got a £1,700 fish rank. Could be up to 6,000. And nothing too special on the rest of it. 3,600. Okay, 1,200 on this page. So we've got a gold foil pack up here. And a ghost on the back page. And there's probably something else of value. Yep, we've got a 220 gold foil down the corner. Okay, what are we looking at? 2,300. Probably won't have much in here, but we have got something. 495 up there. And 121 gold foil in the corner. These guys have gone home now, so I'll just open up these. 12,000. Come on, ghost foil number 4. We've got 1,800 on here, so we've got a £1,300 Talensu EX. Okay, we're not going to have a ghost foil if there's only 5,000 on a page. And it looks like we've got another EX pack. Oh no, silver foil this time. Silver foil pack across the bottom. Oh no, it was an EX. I just chose the wrong card. I'm not going to grumble at cards that's over the 1,000 mark. Okay, next machine. 2,500. Won't be much in here. Still going to have a look through. A couple of ghost cards. Okay, it is 9 o'clock and there is still some people here. I haven't paid them a bonus, so I'm lucky with them still here to fill up the machines. But they'll do it in the morning. So 5,500 on here, so we'll have some nice stuff. Gold foil pack across the top. And a full art pack in the middle there. Definitely getting better cards this week than we've had over the last couple, so I'm happy with that. We had over 1,000 on this page, so we've got a gold foil in the middle. And 4,200 on here. Okay, we've got 1,200 on this page. We've got an £800 Lumi in EX foil. See if there's anything else. I was expecting another page of 1,000 plus because there was 4,000, but no. So we managed to actually get all the machines back on the same cycle, so that's good. What have you got nice for me? Nothing I desperately need. Nobody on the table, so we're just waiting for these last couple to leave the store. Okay, everybody's left for the day, and I've managed to clear this shelf off in between, so I've just boxed up some of these in the back. So what I'm going to do before I go on to the next day, I want to get a corner shelf. One of the new types. While I've got nobody in the store at the moment, okay, it's 5,000. I didn't realise it was that much. But that's fine. I don't need a lot of money for what I want to plan. But what I want to see is, can I get these shelves useful for the plushies? So if we have a look at, say, the top tier ones, which is the bats, it's the last ones you unlock. So if we look at these, we're making £160 profit on the tier 4s. £50 on the tier 3s, £28 on the tier 2s, and on the tier 1s only £22. So basically I only want one shelf for the tier 1s, one shelf for the tier 2s, maybe a couple of shelves of the tier 3s, and then the tier 4s I want to take up all 4 shelves. Now we know these shelves here because we've got them over here. The biggest amount is on the left. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting all the tier 4s on the left-hand side. Tier 1s, tier 2s, and then maybe 2 shelves of tier 3s. I think that would be nice. Let's see if that will work out. And again, this box storage, best update they ever added to the game. And we don't have to do it on the bottom. We'll start up here. So we know the tier 1s is down in this corner here. So we also know the smallest shelf is going to be right down the bottom. I want to see how much less stock I would be holding on this compared to having them on the shelf. I know I'll definitely gain on the tier 4s. So these are only holding 4. So actually that's going to work out pretty good. Going from 4 to 6 on these. The shelf at the back I've got at the tier 1s. Have I left myself enough room to get round to it? Not where I've got that. So I won't be holding as much tier 1s. But I think I can live with that. Let's just close your lid. Put you down there. Let the workers deal with that in a second. I don't like having to jump over shelves, but it's probably the easiest way of just doing this. Now, I do like the look of those. But I want to try and change things up. Then we'll go and deal with the tier 3 side of things. And as long as this looks okay, once it's all complete, then I'll do the rest in between episodes. So we'll have a double shelf of the tier 3s. So I think we'll lose a bit of these, but these aren't really worth that much. So I am okay with that happening. We'll have a bit more overflow in the back I'm going to have to deal with. But you always get overflow when you're trying to change from one to another. And everything on the top should all be tier 4s then. And I wanted to get this done before I place the next order for any more stock. So you would come out there, fill that shelf up. So the top shelf here has currently got 4 on, and which would be going on this side. Would be, it looks like 8. So I can sell 32 of the more valuable ones, where on here I've only got 16. So double up the price on the more valuable ones. Yeah, and then we can even sell the shelf. That gets us half the cost back. I don't think I'll be using these shelves again. And then they will come and fill it up, and once they've filled it up, I can see what stock I need to order then. Okay, so the box can just go in the bin. We've got plenty in the back. And we've got all the stock off there, so that's fine. Let's sell you. Now, how can I set you up? It's definitely going to be a bit smaller. I'm thinking something like that. Flip you onto the edge there. Keep you at the angle still. Will you go up the corner? We could maybe work that. Going to be a bit tight. Maybe just for now, we'll plug it on the edge here, like that. Why are you not wanting to snap there? Maybe I just need to move this over a bit. Because I do like this design. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is just move you out the way because you're being a problem. Just wanted to snap onto the wrong thing. Now, can I get you back into that snapping point? No, because it looks like the plushie snaps differently to how I thought it did. So you'll have to just go a bit more over into the corner. People should still be able to get to the shelf. I could even maybe do that instead. And then put you there. Yeah, it's the same thing again as before. It's trying to snap to a different point. So maybe get you in first, then snap the shelf to you. That's probably the easiest way. I'm not hating it. I'm definitely going to have more of the profitable ones. I could even combine this shelf onto that shelf, but no. I think I want this, and then on this shelf, we could bring the 3 plushies over, and then the bottom shelf I could use for something else. So let's get that sorted now. I'm not hating that. Like I said, this shelf will be replaced soon. I could just replace it now, just while nobody's here. Put the books on the top, the bottom 3, and then we could have something else on the top. We'll find something, even if it's something like spray cans I put on there, which I haven't listed in the shop until now. So yeah, we should just have enough money to buy 1 more unit. And then we'll make a little bit back when we sell the stand. And again, I just want to get this finished while there's no workers outside. Just keep trying to fill the shelves up, because it gets a bit annoying when it happens. Yeah, that'll do. I haven't lost any space. There's no products on there. And let's just sell that. It gets us 1,500 back. And then let's put you into a bit more. We'll just put you like that. Just so people walking in, they can see them. And then we'll figure out something on the bottom. Not certain it's going to just be spray cans, but it's something I could put on there. And then that will come and fill all that up in the morning. So let's get the report and go on to the last day. We will be having another set of grading coming back. Well, we've got 2. Just want to make sure there's no regrades. No, all these are brand new ones. So we'll send another batch of brand new ones off. So let's get that report. So again, I'm not happy about the visitors going down. We lost about 10 visitors from the previous 2 episodes, I think. Was both around the 190. So I don't know why we've jumped down. There's nothing really changed in the shop. The only thing that's different is I put the bulk box in, which should help things, not make things worse. Maybe the bulk box is actually keeping the people in the shop longer. If it's keeping people in the shop longer, then we won't have as many visitors. I think I'm going to take the bulk box down on the next day. What else have we got? 34,000 in cards, that's nice. 16,000 in the shop, that's where I want to be seeing it. And over 5,000 on the game earnings. So 55,000 we're earning a day. We're spending about £6,000 out in bills a day. And then whatever the supply cost is. Because the upgrade cost, it's just a one-off at the moment. So if we didn't spend that £39,000 out, we'd be like £30,000 in profit. So that's when your money starts then accumulating. We are getting to that point pretty soon. But yeah, I'm happy with those figures, except for the total visits. And I think it's the bulk box. Is there a way of... Yeah, it looks like I can remove them all fast. And what I'm going to do is just take it up, but I'm not going to sell it. We'll just box it up, put it in the back, and then we'll see if it affects it. And I do love to just stack these boxes on the top here, because then I don't having them scraping all on the floor or sticking outside. I was hoping they'd come and do these. Let's see how much room space I've got. I think that's you. That's the top one. That's good. I've not overloaded the shelves, but I'll just remember I can't be buying anything in here until we clear some of them out. Can we clear you out yet? No, that's still full. Looks like I can move you over. Ah, no, somebody's just been putting the boxes in the wrong place. And how's the King Stars looking? 4 and 4, so I need to sell them before I do anything else. These are filling up the card machines now. If I'd have thought about it, again, I couldn't have done all that moving around with these people here. I think we'll give them a little bit of a chance to get all these boxes and the machines filled up before we start up, because I want them to fill up the new plushie shelves. Okay, so we've got a couple of 5s at the start. Might be okay because we've been going for the collection. We've got 3 10s, 2 9s and an 8. So we've definitely got some things to be selling on the table there. Put them in the collection until I'm ready to upgrade the table. And what have you got? Okay, we've got some lower tier ones. I'm not happy about a full art foil as a number 3. But like I said, if I'm going for the collection, I need to be willing to accept the lower ones because I'm just so much harder to get hold of. But that's the first handful I think I've ever had that doesn't have even a single 10 in. That's not too bad. And we've got a good amount of... We'll fill up this side with some more 10s just before I open up the shop. So let's sort it by the price. What do I want to get rid of? I'll get rid of you. I've got 2 Ganons there. Yeah, we'll get rid of both Ganons. And I've got a Chrysalisk over here and a Momog. Let's leave one space so I can move the cards off. So just collect the card from the table. It comes at the end of the stack and then you can put your new ones down. And I've got to be fast because our Terrence is trying to load up the table with new cards. Let's put you down on there. Let's put all them away. And I think they should be ready. Okay, the boxes haven't been brought in, but let's just open up the shop. Not mega good prices on these 10s. But it also means if them less than 10,000, they've got better chance of selling because more people can afford them. Yeah, good amount of cards on there and yeah, an old table full of them. I'm happy with that. What have you got nice? Nothing I need. I still can't believe I'm still running the medium machines on the sprays and we've had nearly 200 people coming into the shop a day and we've not had any sort of issues. Okay, tier 4s might be out. Yeah, tier 4s are not in the back. So we'll have to order some just to fill up that. And now I've finished with this, I'm okay of ordering it up to the full. Oh, no, somebody found some from somewhere. That will fill up that shelf at least, and then we'll look at them as soon as they've done the other plushies. So where was them? That was on the corner unit. So there's nothing left of either one, so all them can be ordered. Just want to make sure, yeah, it was up there. An overflow. Okay, somebody had a box of them. This is why I don't want to be putting the orders in at the moment. Because I was doing the card machines. I do need to make sure the card machines are all full. $7 hours on all them. 5 hours, 6 hours, 7. Yeah, that's good. All the card machines are full. Give them something to bring in if they've got nothing to do. Okay, we want to get the bills paid off. And then I want to start stocking some of the... actually, we haven't got a shelf because we used it for this. I would need to buy a shelf first. Let's get a shelf brought. If I want to start stocking some of the... I forgot what the name of it is. I'll have a look in a second. Just buy one. The tabletop games. And the ones I want to do first are these 3. You have 12 in a box. You only have 6. Your unit price is 24. Yours is 9. So I think I want these 4. Unless there's another big box that will match up with these. Up here, no. Those are just sleeves. We've already got the collector's albums. We've already got the mats on a shelf. Let's just order 4 of each of these. Just trying to think. 2, 4, 6. I don't know exactly how many is going to go onto a shelf. Yeah, 16 boxes. We'll order that for now. Okay, we've got some customer trading. Let's have a look at this. Okay, I do want to get that one, so let's accept it. Another grade 3. And 38 there. So yeah, as soon as she moves, Clark can't keep up at the moment. Maybe when he goes up to 5 stars, that'll be a different thing. And just for now, I think I'm just going to put it here. Probably end up going to be down the back eventually. So you as the one I'll put on the bottom. And the first 4, I think I'll put them down in here. The ones I think one shelf of everything's going to be enough because there's going to be enough out the front. Normally I would go like 2 of each. In that case, let's put them on here. And what will be selling these for? Market price plus 10. Making £30 profit, so we're just doubling our money. Same with most of the things in the shop. That's a very good price, bud. Still going to try and get it a little lower. 450 for a 730 card. Very nice for me, that one is. And nothing for that one. Just keep our head on how the tables are doing. And at the end of the day, I want to be seeing the total visits to 190. And if we... Oh, 45,000 I'm up to. Wow, that money coming fast. The problem I've got is if I've got all these guys only doing the big packs, I've got enough shelves here to cover all these machines. If I start adding more machines, it does mean I'm going to have to get at least one or two of the guys back onto the basic packs, which I think is okay. Maybe some of the slower of the guys. So if we have a look in our menu, so you would be fast. You're very fast. So maybe Angus and Benji, I will tell them I'm allowed to put the basic cards in as well. Even though he does look like Angus, he isn't the one for us. He isn't ours. Okay, grade 1, I'm going to pick you up. Offer you 75, hopefully you'll accept it. Nope, don't need you. So, you there. I want you, because you're doing pack machine as your basic. You're allowed to put whatever card you want in now. And he's the shopper. I just wish the people that's working for you and the shoppers don't share the same character. I understand why they do it, but yeah, it'd be nice if they didn't share it. It'd be a lot easier to find your workers, or having a system so your workers, you can create an outfit for them, a shop brand. That would be a good idea as well. Let's offer 17. Not worth haggling sometimes. Oh, here he is. Like I said, I just can't find you today, bud. And pack machines, I've got you as a basic, and I'm going to tell you, you can put basic cards in. Hopefully they don't prioritise the basic cards in the clear out. So you must be done with the shop. So what is your jobs? So I have got you on restocking cards as well, helping out. And look at his set price. He's up to red stars now. Now, I thought it said 8% a star. And that's where it sorry, 7% a star, and it maxed out at 35 now. So I don't know what the red stars actually mean. I'm not giving him a bonus. So I'm not 100% certain what percent he's actually doing in the shop. Now, it does go off their basic skills. So like Clark is very fast to start off. If I was to put a slow person on the till and get him up to 5 stars, Clark's always going to be better, because he's going off his base stats. Offer you 200. And we've got one on this side now. Oh yeah, I've definitely never seen this guy before with that shirt on. 65. Oh, come on. It's only £3 less than what you're asking. Okay, 66 then. And we've got a grade 6 here. Definitely want to be grabbing that. Say 55 on you. Again, £1 less. A very hard bargain some of these people have only... Look at all these tables. So have we run out of cards? We have. Okay, so let's go just to the basic set. And we'll go down to the £40. I wonder why he was standing outside if he was filling up the table. And we have nearly hit £100,000 again. So there was only 10 cards in that quick fill set in between 40 and 1,000. Do it with Destiny. $240, so there was loads in the Destiny side. Okay, they can fill up the card tables. But even that, yeah, over 100,000 again, so that's nice to see. We haven't got that many more big upgrades to do. And talking about upgrades, I think I am definitely going to get some more card machines in the back. Been a while since I've done it, so let's do it now. And we'll get one of these shelves in ready for the next products I want to unlock. So yeah, down to 50,000 now. But that's going to help us out with the experience at the end of the day with those card machines. Okay, not a good asking price. Try that. I'll give you a £10 on top of it, but like I said, it's only just below market price. Okay, he has accepted it. Sometimes just moving up £10 will make a massive difference. And we've already been through the cards, so we've got nothing else to list. Grade 1, yeah, I definitely want you. Yeah, have a pound. So let's get those card machines set up in the back. Because this guy's standing, he's got nothing to do. Can't figure out where the door is. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Let's try and give a bit more space. Just want to see how this looks on this side. Not great. I might have to get another rack in for cards. If I'm going to nearly double my machines, then I'm going to need a lot more cards than what I've currently got assigned to it. But we have got some of... Yeah, this is just way too crammed for my liking. So, coming out the way. If we put you about centre, maybe turn you around. Don't want it to snap to it. Come on, out the way. Yeah, I hate it being too crammed. So just for now, I'm going to move this. Don't think it's too bad on this side. And then we're just going to turn you around as well. Yeah, we're just got not enough space here. Maybe. How are you doing? So you could actually be moved up a bit. So I'll have a little play around, but I think I could probably get 2 sets of 5 in the middle. But let's start having a look and see what cards we got. Well, 4,700, so we might have something on here. So there's 1,000 on the first page. 927. Which one are you? Trickstar? Oh, we had nearly 2,500 here. God Ghost Pack. That's the first one of this episode. We have been getting sometimes 5, 6 of those an episode. 2,000 in here. Let's just have a quick scan. Yeah, nothing too good. 2,000 again. Not going to have too much. $15,000. Come on, Ghost Foil. Only 400 on the first page. There's 1,000 on here, so let's stop and have a look. 200 at the top. Nothing else of real value. I can't see a Ghost Foil. I can see an EX foil pack again. Across here, and we've got another EX, not a foil at the top as a God pack. Oh, getting my hopes up like that game. But I can't grumble. EX foils are good value. 11,000, come on. Fingers crossed. 8,000 on this page. No, can't see any ghost. What have we got? 7,300 full art. I think that's probably one of the most expensive full arts I've seen in the game. Could be up to 46,000. Wow. Can't grumble at that. And we've got a full, just a standard EX pack there with a gold full at the bottom. Yeah, 2 10,000 openings on just this end. Yeah, definitely a nice way to be finishing the episode. 2,000 up there on a Raison EX foil again. I have no idea why clicking that... Oh, actually, it looks like I started it without it being full. I didn't realise that was a thing. Yeah, there's definitely some machines I need to do in between episodes. What about you hiding in the centre? 3,700. Okay, we got a ghost card there. What have we got? A nice value on here. 854. Another EX foil. And 2,000 on this one. So I got a new shelf in. I haven't really done it. So we finished on 56,000. That's nice. I am going to kick these off just so we can get everybody done and see and get the report for the day. So yeah, I lost out on some money when this ran out of cards. And we can probably just quick fill this now with what we just picked about the machines. So there'll be nothing in my collection less than 40. And then change it back over to basics and do the same. $255 cards in there. Still some gaps on the table, but we've probably got some more cards I can place down. Looks like everything went except for one card of the big cards. So I've got a £27,000 card there. Everything else went. Hence why we went up to 100,000, spent 50,000 out, and then still got a load of other money as well. So I still need to do some ordering to get these stocks up. I never got back to doing it. I think I want to buy some more of those and do this in between episodes. So let's get 3 more of the corner units. Then what I'll do also is finish doing this shelf with the other cards that's sitting out there. I can do that in between episodes. The workers can help me out. I've got 42,000 to be able to spend on whatever stock needs to be ordered. Get them to fill up all the machines, and when we start again, all them machines will be ready. But I am going to change the placement around. Try and find something a little less cramped than that. We can't do the next upgrade until 85, so that will be the next episode as well. But let's get the report for the day. Bulk boxes is taking about 10 customers off me a day, just because of them stopping around the shop longer. No way in the world I'm having that bulk box down. I'll probably just end up selling it. It wasn't helping my ratings, and 10 less customers a day could be quite big. That could be a few £1,000 a day I'm not earning. So yeah, I'm not having the bulk box down at any point. 55,000 in experience. That will start going above 60,000 in the next episode because we've got more machines now. And we've got more money to buy more, but want to get the rest of them products in first. So we made 138,000 on this day. That's the biggest single day I've ever had in the shop. Even spending £83,000 out, we still come out with nearly £37,000 profit. Very nice figures. 5,400 on the events and the card earnings as well. Very, very, very good day. Best day yet. And how much is the bills? Only 6,000. I'm just going to pay them off. So yeah, in between episodes, I'm just going to have a little bit of filling up these shelves, getting the stock up, tidy up the back a bit, and try and find a better placement for the machines. Because we've got 5 in this batch, 3 across the back wall, and another 3 here. So we're up to 11 machines now. Don't want to put them out in the shop if at all possible. But next episode it'll be a lot easier when we get this unlocked to get something a bit better. But yeah, that's why I'm going to be calling it for this episode. Hopefully you're still enjoying the series. And don't forget to like the videos if you do. It just lets me know that this is a popular season and people want to see more of it. Thank you very much everybody for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.